Hello guys, welcome back to That Data Nerds. Let's do another question that has been tagged as Amazon, and this is a hard question that has been tagged. Even though it has been tagged as hard, don't worry. It When I give you the steps of and I'll walk you through the entire solution, you'll see that it's actually a very easy question. Um, it has been asked by within the last 6 months thrice by Google, and more than 6 months ago, Amazon has asked it 11 times, Uber 3 times, and Meta 2 times. So it has been asked quite a lot. So here we are given two tables. One is called trips. There are six columns here: ID, client ID, driver ID, city ID, status, and request at. Then there is three columns in users table, which is user ID, band, and role. Um, we are given that about the trips table, id is the primary key column with the unique values for this table. The table holds all taxi trips. Each trip has a unique id, while client id and driver id are foreign keys to the user's id at the users table. Status is an enum category of type of completed, cancelled by driver, cancelled by client. Users ID is the primary key for the users table. Column with the unique values. Table holds all users. Each user has a unique user ID, and role is an enum type of client, driver, and partner. Band is an enum category type of yes or no. Now the question asks that the cancellation rate is computed by dividing the number of cancelled by client or driver requests with unbanned users by the total number of requests with unbanned users on that day. We have to write a solution to find the cancellation requests of with rate of requests with unbanned users. Both client and driver must not be banned. Each day between 2013 1001 and 2013 1003 with at least one trip. Round cancellation rate to 2 decimal points. Return the result table in any order. The result format is in the following example. Trips has all of these columns, and it has completed or cancelled by driver or cancelled by client. Users table has all of these: banned, no, and yes, and the role is client or driver. And then we have to find out the day and the cancellation rate for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of October in 2013. Um, on October, October 1st, there were 4 requests in total. October 1st, there were 4 requests in total: 1, 2, 3, and 4 trip IDs. With client IDs of 1, 2, 3, and 4, driver IDs of 10, 11, 12, and 13. Now let's check. 10, 11, 12, and 13 driver IDs are not banned, but client ID of 2 is banned, so that can be removed. So there are uh, three valid. There were 4 requests in total, 3 valid, right? Out of which um, two were cancelled, but two gets removed, so only one was cancelled. So it becomes 1/3. 1/3 is 0.33, so 0.33 goes here. Now second October, it has all all are completed, so there is no cancellation rate. Cancellation rate on that day is 0. On 3rd, there are 3 requests. On 3rd, there are 3 requests: completed and cancelled by driver: 8, 9, and 10. 8, 9, and 10, and sorry, client ID of 2, 3, 4, and driver ID of 10, 12, and 13. 10, 12, and 13 driver IDs are not banned, but 2 driver ID is banned. So this 2 client ID gets removed. So there are only 2 trips that are valid, out of which one was cancelled. So 0.5 is the cancellation rate that comes. So how we'll go about it is, let's first write the to find. To find is each day is cancellation rate, which basically means that sum of sum of tri- uh, count of trips that were cancelled divided by total number of trips, right? Grouped by day, right? Next, we have been given two tables. One is trips, which has ID, client ID, driver ID, city ID, status, and request at. And then we have been given a users ID, band, role. Got it. Okay, so this is what is the question. Let's write the pseudocode. So pseudocode will basically be uh, that we first remove all trips from uh, trips table that were booked by a band client or driver. Then pick all then put a filter pick all of the then put a filter on date between 10:01 and 10:03 but 2013, right? Then add sum of case when status like canc. So this would basically cover both, right? It can cover cancelled by client and cancelled by driver, which is exactly what we want. Then 1 else 0 end. So this sum will become all our cancelled trips by count star as uh, cancel. Now I have to put this in quotes, because if I don't put it in quotes, then it will give an error because I'm giving a space in between, which is exactly what we want in the LIS. Over here we want a space and not a there's no underscore over here, so that is why we want a space. Then group by the day, which is request at. So we can say select request at as day, right? So let's just see if we need a CTE. If we don't need a CTE, we can always remove it in the future. So select from trips where client ID not in, select users ID from users where role equals client and band equals yes, and driver ID not in, select users ID from users where role equals driver and band equals yes. So now that we have removed this, we can add a condition of and request at between 2013 10:01 and 2013 10:03. Now when I do this, if I put request at as day and then I put sum of case when status like canc then one L0 end by count of star as cancellation rate, and then I do a group by and then I write select star from CTE, which I don't think we'll need. So if I do that, okay, everything else is coming except for the fact that my 3333 is coming when it's clearly saying here that I need to round it to 2 decimal points. So if I round this to 2 decimal points, then my answer is coming as correct and I can go ahead and submit. But I will need to change my submission a bit because there is absolutely no point of writing the select star from CTE, right? Why do I need a CTE? I don't really need a CTE here. So I can just go ahead and remove that structure, run it again just to check if it is still running. And great, this is the answer for this question. If you have any doubts, you can go ahead and write in the comments and I will solve them for sure. If you if you like this explanation of mine, or want to see any other explanations, please feel free to drop a like button or press subscribe, because that gives me inspiration to create more videos. Thank you for now. I'll see you in the next video.